My company is called Diversity in Learning, DIL for short. This is my personnel plan. We will have 2 investors. We'll have a chief executive officer. He or she is the highest ranking person in the company, ultimately responsible for making managerial decisions. We'll also have a chief operations officer. He or she is a senior executive responsible for managing the day-to-day operations of the company. Our Chief Marketing Officer is an executive responsible for activities in the organization that have to do with creating, communicating, and delivering offerings that have value for customers, clients, and business partners. Our Chief Information Officer is an executive in charge of information technology, or IT for short. That's IT strategy, and the computer systems required to support an enterprise's objectives and goals. Our Chief Financial Officer is a senior executive with responsibility for the financial affairs of the organization. Our Director of Human Resources is in charge of personnel management and personnel relationships. Director of Customer Service is in charge of customer interaction and relationships. Our Director of the Language School is the head of the Language School Department. The Director of the Community Center is the head of the Community Center Department. Our teachers will be in the Language School and the Community Center, and they will obviously teach the students. And here is the Diversity in Learning organizational chart. You can see at the top it starts with investors, then we'll be connected to the board of directors for advice, and then down to the CEO, CMO, CFO, and so on, all the way down to the students. This is my Diversity in Learning equity chart. You'll see partner or investor 1 will have 39% control of the company. Partner or investor 2 will have 36% control of the company, and then the rest, the 25% of the pie, will be controlled by the employees. And here is the Diversity in Learning financial spreadsheet. Our startup capital will be $500,000. That will allow $500,000 equity for both investors. Our yearly salaries for the CEO will be $50,000. For the COO will be $42,000. The CMO will be $40,000. CIO $38,000. CFO $40,000. The Director of HR $24,000. Director of Customer Service $22,000. Director of the Language School $25,000. Director of the Community Center $20,000. The teachers will be all subcontracted. They will not be paid by Diversity in Learning. The grand total for the yearly salaries will be $301,000 a year. Our yearly other costs, such as SG&A costs and capital expenditure costs, if we total those two together, we get $50,000. Our yearly revenue for the Language School will be $400,000. Our yearly revenue for the Community Center will be $200,000, totaling revenues of $600,000 per year. After costs, our net income will be $249,000. And that is the management, personnel, and spreadsheet for Diversity in Learning. Thank you.